Hello YouTubers, I'm armed with this because I've got one blasted fly I am determined to catch, so there may be some large in a minute. Anyway, I've been looking back, and that's what old people do. We're always looking backwards because we don't really like the worry of looking forward. And I've been looking back at all my archives and looking back at YouTube and all the changes that there have been there from the very early days when I first joined, which is now, I suppose, well, it is actually over 7 years ago now, so there have been many changes, of course, and I think all for the good. I can't think that there's anybody in the world now who doesn't know YouTube, and it has billions of consumers and millions of contributors, of course, of which you and I are one. But I've forgotten what I was going to say now, and of course that's that's another problem with old people, isn't it? Aren't we a general nuisance? Yeah, well, YouTube and how it has changed. But when I look back, there are so many people who I once knew on YouTube who are no longer there, and well, I don't know, I guess maybe they after the novelty of putting up videos, the novelty wore off, or other people who went on to university and the workplace and married life, whose life was busy and they had no time to do videos. But of course it's been very nice to know them all, and in the early days I was quite popular and many people wanted to ask me questions and interview me, and many people came to see me, which is leading up to the point of this video, I suppose. One of those was a man called Tom Bennett, and he established a character called Carl Daly. He does still have a channel on YouTube, but it's not been active for many years now, and I believe his life became busier because I think he was picked up by a television company, and I believe he writes comedy scripts for a television company. I don't really know, but if anybody else does, or if you yourself, Tom, should happen to see this video, it would be lovely if you got in touch again. Anyway, he developed this character called Tom Daly. He put on a large spectacles, I don't think they had any glass in them, and his character was his only and best friend was his mother. So I'm going to put I think what was his first video up onto the end of this for you to enjoy, and if you want to go to his channel to see other stuff he done, I think you will see you know, what a wonderful comedian he was. So I suppose that's it really, just my thoughts of how YouTube has changed. But yes, another thought really is that with all this social media of YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, it does give a voice to the ordinary man, and I think we've seen over the years how some of the videos and some of the opinions of the ordinary people may have even changed the thinking of government. So YouTube's a wonderful place, and I'm happy to be here, although blogging is not very popular these days, and unless you happen to be sort of one of the top people who in YouTube at the moment, who of course, you know, don't really have to do anything, they have such a large fan base, but I enjoy it, and for me it's really just like chatting to friends, and I do recognize many of the names that crop up in the comments, and you are all friends, and it's just like chatting to friends, and really it combats loneliness. So enjoy Carl's video, and I'll see you again next time. So goodbye. I never did get that fly.
Hello, my name's Carl, and I'm just making a video for you at the moment. Basically, my friend told me about the YouTubes, the video stuff on the YouTubes. So I thought I would get my new webcam and try it out, and maybe record some of my opinions on things. I've got quite a few opinions. I'll tell you one about them. It's the bullies, because I get quite a few bullies. Like, loads of people come up to me and they call me names. They call me like Four Eyes. They call me Silly Pants. They call me idiot, cunt. And I really hate being called names. So what I tend to do is I just run away, or I phone the police. But I phoned them about 38 times, and they don't like me phoning them anymore. They started calling me names now. Basically, I also have other things to say about but I don't really have any friends. Because, well, like, my mum's my best friend, and I don't really speak to my dad. But my mum's my best friend, but apart from that, I don't really have any other friends. So I thought it would be quite nice to use the YouTubes to talk to people, and maybe they could comment on my stuff and like reply, and they wouldn't call me names either. I mean, you could call me names, but I would just ignore it. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Because yesterday I was going down the park because I love the swings. And I was just like doing my thing, like just having like an ice cream and a packet of crusts on the swings. And these guys come over, right? One of them has like a tracksuit on, like a cardigan essentially, with a t-shirt with a logo on it. And he goes to me, well, first of all he stole my ice cream, and he goes, "What you doing, you dick?" And I goes, "I'm just like playing on the swings, leave me alone." He goes, "No, you're not." I goes, "Yeah, I am." And then he kicked me in the balls area. It hurt quite a lot. So I just ran away and phoned my mum, because I couldn't phone the police because they told me to stop calling them. But my mum just, like, she was drunk, because she's often quite drunk. She says it's quite difficult burden to deal with me. But I'm alright, I battle through it, you know, and that's why I want to talk to you guys on YouTube. Because I've had a look at some of the videos apart from the sex ones, and they're great. And there's also some weird ones about gadgets, because I don't really like gadgets. I like Casio calculators though. I've got 2 of those. Anyways, what I want to say is, I'd really like for you to talk to me, and I really appreciate any kind of advice you might have for me as well, how to deal with the bullies, and you know what kind of comebacks I could and then how to help with my mum as well, because she was talking about hanging herself yesterday. See you later anyway, bye! I don't know how to stop it. Do I?